Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. I'm back again for your mid-December 2014 tarot horoscope for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Aries. Okay, the lovely Rams, and I am back, as you can see, at a hotel. I'm staying at a hotel in Ellensburg. I drove all the way across the country, and then stayed in a hotel for 10 days and then moved in to my new apartment only to move out the following day. That was on Monday because my landlord failed to fix a leak in my ceiling and the ceiling needed to be replaced in the bathroom. So I said, you know what? I'm out of here. So I went back to the hotel. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to go next. But like I said to all the other signs that I've done videos for, this is a learning experience, and this makes me appreciate life more when, a settled life, and appreciate all the things that I have, the simple things, I guess that's important right now for me. Clean laundry, that's making me very happy. I don't need to have a Christmas sweater, which I don't like anyways, but I don't need to have that stuff in order to be happy. I got my antlers, and I've got my acai juice that I'm drinking with super berry blend, and I've got this really cool, I think it's called a botryoidal agate stone that I'm working with. It's interesting looking. It's really strange looking, but I can communicate with the stone. I can have a full conversation with the stone. The stone has a lot of, I feel like, information for me and messages that I can pass on to you. So I'm working with it. I call it my little critter because I feel like it's alive. And this is really far out to me, okay, because I didn't grow up doing this. I didn't think that this was possible, but my gifts have kind of become enhanced. It's like every day, the more I use them, the more they kind of grow. And so this is something new. And then I guess my only other thing is that I am still doing private readings. So if you do want to do a private reading, please, feel free to email me. My schedule has opened up quite tremendously because I am doing this full time now. And I'd love to do reading, private reading. I do get back to people within 24 to 48 hours, really quick. Sometimes even the same hour, and people are really surprised that I get back to them that fast. But I'm online quite a lot, and, I like to schedule people right away. So I don't like to keep people waiting. So feel free to email me, and I can send you some dates and times that would work for me, and then we can figure out what works best for both of us. And then the other thing is I am doing a special yearly 2015 reading for people that want to do like a preview for what's coming in the year ahead. And that's $250. It's 2 hours, and we go through month by month, a spread for January, spread for February, etc., etc. And that'll give you some really a good head start to figure out, okay, this is what my year is going to look like, thinking ahead, maybe not so much planning ahead, but thinking ahead is always good, just to kind of see how it looks. And then I think that's all for my news. I am going to be doing my January reading, for everyone, my videos, probably around the 1st, and I may do a bonus New Year's reading for everyone, but I haven't decided yet. That would be like a whole bunch of bonus videos, but so we'll see. Anyways, without further ado, let's see what we get for you, lovely Aries. Okay, you've got some interesting stuff here, Aries. What I'm going to start off with is the path that you are on now is the Knight of Wands. So you may be, if you're a male Aries, I mean, this could be you, Aries, either male, female, whichever, because this is either, I think of this as the Joan of Arc, or this is Richard the Lionhearted. And you may have some Leo in your chart, because there's, you know, I've got the lion here. But because the lion has these horns, I tend to think it's usually an Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, or Leo. Sometimes the Sagittarius, it depends. Fire, though. There's a lot of fire energy in this. You can see this is a very headstrong person. This is a person that's willing, that's able and willing to go into battle at any moment on their own. They don't need anybody else. I mean, this is you, Aries. I feel like Aries can hold their own in conversation and in an argument. They don't hold back, you know. There's a little bit of aggression there, and this is complete focus as well. Like, I feel like Aries, you're really focused on something, and you're looking. The problem is Aries is sometimes too headstrong. Like you're sort of on track to go this way, but your mind is over here. It's gone this way because the lion here and the rider. See, the lion is going this way, but they are looking this way. So they're not really looking where they're going, basically, you know. And that's an Aries for you. Aries can be quite the. I feel like Aries is very. It's just not graceful. Aries lacks a lot. It lacks the grace that Libra has. The Libra has that social etiquette and grace. Aries will just say what's on its mind without thinking, you know. And Aries will blunder into the midst of a whole crowd of people and be like, oh, I had no idea you were here, you know? I didn't even see you, you know? And then make a comment about how lovely, oh, I love that dress. That's such a beautiful dress. Where did you get that? And it's just one of those things that an Aries does naturally. And sometimes it's just quite uncomfortable, socially awkward and uncomfortable for the person that's with the Aries in this social context. I feel like for some reason that's coming through to me. It's important, Aries, for you to be your own person. The message is I wrote, it's okay to be your own person and believe in yourself. Some people will say, well, no, but I couldn't believe in anyone but God, you know. But no, Aries, you need to believe in yourself and have faith in yourself that you know you can do it, okay? And that it's okay to be you. It's okay that you go into the crowd and blunder away because that's just your personality. That's just you, you know? And you need to be okay with who you are, you know? And Aries has a difficult time. I feel like they're constantly on this soul-searching quest to figure out who are they really, you know? And see, some people don't ever really figure out who is an Aries really. They tend to be a little bit superficial. There's a lot underneath. And Aries doesn't like to show its hand. And Aries can be very emotionally manipulating, can get what they want because, and not emotionally manipulating like in a terrible way, okay? I'm not saying that this is a terrible bad thing. I'm just saying that they're capable of getting what they want. Which is interesting because the card that's crowning you is a card about not getting what you want. It's the reverse. This is the Aries female. Okay, I always think of the Aries female. This is the ram. She's got the ram's ears, and in reverse, my cards are different in reverse. Oh, that was what I was gonna say. I guess I forgot. I completed my deck. And all of them have reverses. Each card has a reverse, but not all cards have a yes as like the upright, no as the reverse. It's sometimes there's double yeses, sometimes they're double no's, sometimes they don't have a yes or a no in the reverse or in the upright. So this one doesn't have a no, but My feeling is it's not getting what you want. So it doesn't matter if it's a no. To me, it's a no. It's not. You're not getting what you want. This card deals with abortion. This card deals with inability to have children, maybe because you had an abortion. Having difficulty. I feel like some of you are having a difficulty on getting pregnant. This says losing touch with nature, you know, electronic overload. How many hours are you sitting in front of your laptop? How many hours are you sitting in front of the computer? Feeling overpowered in some way, maybe by a spouse or by somebody else in your life. The fact that you've got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands in the same thing, as I feel like you're clashing with somebody else. I feel like it's your spouse. They might be another Aries. They might be a Leo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. Typically, I feel like this is you, but I also feel like this is you as well. So for some of you, it's going to depend on your chart, okay? What you've got going on in your chart. Some of you need to believe in yourself and recognize that it's okay to be you. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to share yourself with others. You know, people are not going to hate you for being real. Nobody hates people who are real. That's how it goes. And other people, some other women, not everybody, but I feel like some of you are having a difficult time getting pregnant. Some of you need to see like a reproductive specialist, an RE, like, and I always recommend talking to an herbalist, and, you need to take vitamin E. That's what's coming to me. It would be good to have a private reading with me because I can tune in more to the health stuff and see what's really blocking you and figure out, okay, what's going on as far as your fertility and things like that. I'm not a doctor, and I do not, I am not responsible for any of the suggestions that I make as far as medical stuff. But I do know a lot about this, and I can tune into these things. So if you've had a difficult time, I feel like getting pregnant, or if you've had a difficult time maybe getting over an abortion or something, maybe a combination of the two, then it would be good for you to do a private reading with me. Feel free to email me and we can set up a time to work. That works best for both our schedules. But I feel like a lot of times this is somebody who's, like, again, sitting at their laptop for all hours of the day, not getting out in nature, losing touch with everything else that's not electronic. You're on your phone, you're on the computer like 100% of the time. This is honestly part of the problem of why, the fertility is an issue, because I feel like it's a circulation issue, and I feel like when you're sitting, that part of your body is not getting enough blood flow, and so it kind of cuts you off there. Vitamin D, vitamin E, come to me. Vitamin E is like very strongly, so you need to take vitamin E. I'm feeling like a mixed tocopherol. I don't forget exactly how you pronounce it. Mixed tocopherols would be good for you. Evening primrose would be good for you. Evening primrose is like amazing stuff. As well. Very nurturing. Those vitamin E, combination of vitamin E and evening primrose are like superpower together. There's a bunch of other things that I could recommend to you too, that I'm thinking of. I think there's one called the DCI. Let me just check that really quick. I forget the name of it now. That's coming to me. Yeah, it's called DCI, D-Curo-Inositol. You can buy it on Amazon. So it's D-Curo-Inositol. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say a little bit expensive. It's like $59 for the bottle. But for those of you who are trying to get pregnant, and you really want to have a child, there's a lot of success stories with the DCI supplement. It's great for women who have PCOS or have fertility issues. I took it for a while and I really did like it. But I switched off of it to try other things. So I would say definitely give it a shot. It's worth a shot anyways. Okay, so what's crossing you, Aries, is it is the Passion card. I think of this as the Passion card, okay? This is the Ace of Wands. This is to burn, to be on fire, like Juliet or Guinevere or Eloise. That's from Sense and Sensibility. Passion, adventure, staking your claim. This is fire energy, There may be some sibling rivalry in your life, whether it's between you and your siblings, or maybe it's between your children, sibling, jealousy, hidden jealousy kind of issues, trying to, fighting over stupid things. There may be this issue within your relationship where you're fighting over, petty things. You're not having good conversations. Although this is a very positive card, okay, in general. Although I feel like the struggles are over small things. It's not over the big stuff. And so I kind of feel like right now, Aries, you're in your element. However, you're not getting what you want for some reason. There's something that you wanted that maybe you're not getting, and you're upset about it. Whether it's fertility, whether it's something else, I feel like it's just something that it's within your relationship. I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship, it's within your relationship. There's something that you want to happen within your relationship, and you're not getting it. So you're missing something. Now, the Foundation is actually a very good man who dedicates his life to helping others, and it's a humanitarian. And this is something you're not going to see in any other deck, okay? Because this is the King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And the King of Pentacles doesn't have a reverse. It doesn't have, the opposite of what the King of Pentacles would be. Because in my mind, the King of Pentacles can do no wrong. The King of Pentacles is an amazing person. Even on a bad day, they're still good, okay? So they're both positive. Both sides of this coin are positive. And to me, the Foundation is, could be a Taurus, you're in a relationship with. They provide a very sound, solid, home life for you. Someone who's just very generous and very loving and very giving of himself and to you. The thing is that we've got, I feel like for some reason you are at odds with this man, and I'm not sure why, because he's given everything to you, and I feel like it's still not enough. For whatever reason, there's something, I feel like you're nitpicking. I feel like you're being very nitpicky, and you don't appreciate this man. My feeling is you don't appreciate him. He may feel like you don't appreciate him. And it's important that you show him your love and adoration, your appreciation. You may think you do show that to him, but he may not feel that way. We've got the Foundation as him, and we've got the what's crowning you, and I feel like you're definitely at odds with each other. And in the recent past, something really upset you. Maybe it was something that he said or something that he did. I feel like it has to do with him, and you were crying and you felt lonely and you feel like nobody was there, and we got the little pets that are there, but we don't have much, else that's there. It's kind of just sadness, I'm speaking to the Aries females. If you're an Aries male, you could be this guy, and you could be dealing with, and you could be dealing with a Capricorn female, or you could be dealing with another Aries female. You might even be dealing with a Sagittarius female. or even a Leo female. Somebody who's very strong. Somebody who's very, very, very powerful and strong in who they are. You know, Aries and Leo attract each other, so this could be a Leo female that you're dealing with. I feel like there's several combinations. Aries, you might have actually some Libra in your chart. I feel like Libra's coming here too. There's a Libra Aries thing. There's continuously like an Aries Libra thing going on in these readings. I don't know why. It just comes up. I feel like a lot of you are attracted to one another. This could be a Libra man, you know? I feel like this could be a Libra man, Aries. You're at odds with a Libra man. You're polar opposites, you know? So, you know, this could be what's going on. You've got into a fight with your guy. And then what's right around the corner is you being lifted up out of hardship. This may be leading to a separation of sorts. You may actually leave him, which is probably, you know, a big deal for you. This is kind of a big deal. For those of you who are not in any relationship, this could be your dad, you know. For those of you who are younger, this could be your dad. These could be some, you know, brothers or sisters that you have. You know, I feel like this is a family. To me, this is family issues. Mother-father issues. Sibling rivalry issues. Husband-wife issues. Sort of like we got the whole clan here. And the clan is kind of at odds with each other, especially the mother and the father, okay? But if you're not married and you're not even really dealing with family, I feel like this is your dad and you're dealing with the elements of the card. You're dealing with not getting what you want, feeling sad, feeling like, you know, you've staked your claim, but for whatever reason that claim, maybe it's a legal thing or maybe it's something that, you know, you're trying to make your mark and it's not really working. And you're not getting, and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. And this is to be lifted out of hardship financially. So those of you who don't really have a lot of family, and it's not a family issue, and it's not a husband-wife issue, this is you. This is still could be you moving away. This is also you not having to worry about money as much. And then emotionally, we've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles is also another one that, this would be a yes, although I didn't write yes on there. It is a yes. It's a double yes. So it's the Queen of, again, it's sort of like the King of Pentacles. He can really do no wrong. The Queen of Pentacles also cannot do really any wrong. Even at their worst, it's still somebody else's best, you know? This is a woman with extraordinary gifts. A healer, a medicine woman, and some of you, and I wrote needing nature to treat cancer, okay? Some of you may be fighting cancer. Some of you may be having some kind of health. I feel like there's some health stuff. The younger Aries females, I feel like you're dealing with fertility stuff. The older Aries females, I feel like are dealing with cancer stuff, cancer issues, estrogen issues of like estrogen dominance. Estrogen dominance is a huge problem in our society. People do not talk about this enough. But I feel like for the young ones, it's estrogen dominance. For the older ones, it's estrogen dominance, and it's just a lack of balance with hormones and hormonal issues. If you are dealing with cancer, it's time to consider going the natural way. The old idea that your doctor knows best it needs to be thrown out the window. You know, trusting the same doctor that you've always had for 100 years. You know, it's. I mean, you can do what you want. You're watching this video. Obviously, if you relate to it, you relate to it. You don't. But my suggestion is, this is why it's come up. This is why you're watching this, because you expect it from me. You expect that I deliver these messages, and I don't break it to you gently. But my thing is I feel like you don't really understand what the natural way would be, what alternatives there are, you know. I read about some really cool stuff as far as natural treatment, alternative natural treatments, and it's not like 100% like where you're just taking tinctures and herbs. It's like a combined approach. There's different approaches, which the books by Suzanne Summers that I've read that are talk about like natural or alternative cancer treatments are really awesome. There's some really cool doctors out there. I feel like those are the people that you need to reach out to. Those are the things you need to read. Those are the things you need to get into. You know, Suzanne Summers' book, I forget what it was called. I'll have to look it up now. Just totally blew my mind. The amount of research that went into it, the cool doctors that are involved in this, the book are just so amazing to me. And that's what it's really all about. I believe that there's a cure for everything. There is. You know, it's just finding it. It's just figuring out what it is. But it's also combining things. It's not just taking an herbal tincture and then suddenly you'll be better. It's, you know, figuring out, okay, well, how many hours are you spending in front of the computer? How many hours do you how many days a week do you exercise? Do you eat organic foods? Do you, drink soda every single day and expect, your body to just be fine? I mean, it's just one of those things where it's a combined approach, and there's nothing wrong. I mean, there's nothing wrong per se about drinking soda every day. There's nothing wrong per se about eating non-organic, except, I mean, I could probably write a list of things that are wrong with it. It's just to each his own. Those of you, Aries, who are struggling, I feel like, with cancer, it's time to take the natural approach. It's time to really look into that, Let go of this outdated idea about one doctor for everything. I don't believe it because I feel like maybe back in the day, that's how it was. But that was before a lot of things changed. Back in the day, maybe one town only had one doctor, and they had to trust that doctor knew what they were doing. And maybe that doctor did. But nowadays, I truly believe having like a multifaceted approach to your health, having more than one opinion, having more than one doctor, having an herbalist, having a chiropractor, having a massage therapist, having, like Gwyneth Paltrow, an osteopath, or like a regular MD, or, a gynecologist, all that. You need it all. You need to have different approaches, I feel like, to being healthy, to really understanding your health. Because, if you go to, like, if you were to just pick one book out of the library, that book does not have all the answers that you need, that you are seeking on that one particular day. No. There's a whole library, and it's like, because you're sticking to this one doctor, it's sort of like taking that one library book and expecting to get all the answers out of it. It's the same thing, same principle. I think you got these. I'm not sure. I think you got these last month. We got more fire energy here, and you have them in combination, which is really awesome. You have the jumping for joy, which is celebration, and you have the riding off into the sunset, which is victory. So this is what's coming in from the universe here, and this is your perspective on the whole thing. And this is really, really cool. You've got a great attitude, and you have like good news coming in. But the problem is that you have this weird outcome after all of that. I feel like you have some blood sugar issues, or you have some bipolar issues where you have extreme highs and extreme lows. You go from feeling really, really good to really, really not so good. This to me is not like a low per se. It's just more like it is kind of the opposite. This is all action. He is riding off in the sunset. He is happy. He is victorious. or she is happy and she is victorious, and she's doing amazing, and then the world is her oyster, and then suddenly it's like boom shakalaka. This is her just saying, I can't deal with it. I'm taking time off. I need my own space. I just want to be alone. Why would she say that after having this? You know? Why would she say that? What caused her to say that? Aries, guys, you may be dealing with a Pisces female. Okay? I feel like some of you may be. But this card is all about being lost in the dream of life, not the reality. The inability to focus, concentrate, needing to snap out of it, lack of time management, needing structure, and avoiding others. It just doesn't feel quite right, this popping up at the very end. It just doesn't seem quite right. Although this is what the future, this is what's happening right now in your future. So I'm gonna say this is what my feeling is. Wait a minute. Let me just listen to the critter, because I feel like the critter has something to say. The critter is talking to me about how, I don't know, for some reason, it's saying to tell you about the time I went skiing. This was like a long time ago when I was a teenager. I went skiing with the youth group. And I feel like for you, it's kind of like that. Either you're going on a trip somewhere and it takes a lot out of you. It's like you have a really great time when you're there, but then after it's sort of like you crash. So it's sort of like, to me, it's like I went on a skiing trip and I had a lot of fun, but towards the end of it, I was wiped out. I was really tired. That's my feeling here. The reason that you're so tired is because you've burnt out. You know, you've done a lot, and you need to take a rest. And it's sort of like you taking a break, and you kind of just curl up and you go into your shell and you kind of just examine your navel, and you're kind of just like, you kind of just want to disconnect from the world, When I see this, though, I still feel like you suffer from depression or bipolar or something, where it's sort of like you're not normally like this, okay? Sometimes, but not all the time. So I feel like you're going through, like, in the future, maybe towards the, and this could be the holiday. I mean, this could be New Year's, okay? You might go out, for those of you, who are going to have plans for New Year's. This could be New Year's Eve, This could be the two together, having a lot of fun, celebration, partying like a rock star, burning it up, burning up the dance floor. And then January 2nd hits and lights are out. There she goes. There he goes. Never to be heard or seen from again for like a week. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. That's my feeling anyways. Because it's sort of just like all this goodness, all this amazingness, and then nothing. So, and to me, in Aries do get burnt out. They want to do a lot. They get really fired up and excited about everything, and then at the end of the day, they can't sustain that energy for forever. They burn out. I do want to pull a final card, though. Off the top, the outcome, in addition to that, is the Strength card, which is more fire energy for you, Aries, which is awesome. And the Strength card, in this card, up is a yes and down is a yes as well. It's a double yes. Why? because it says there's no opposite of strength, because strength just is. Everyone has strength, just not at all the times they need it. Your strength is like iron, a very tough person who will always win a 9. Okay, numerologically. This is, again, I feel like you get your, okay, so this is what happens. So it's sort of like, okay, New Year's Eve or Christmas and New Year's Eve. You've got a ton of guests. You're doing the full dinner. You know, you've got all the presents wrapped, you know, and then, you know, the whole following week, you're entertaining. You set off the fireworks on New Year's or whatever. You fly to Paris and you have a wonderful time, or you, I feel like someone's going to go to Paris, and then you come back and you do something else, and then just like after you get back, it's like your energy, it's like the plug is pulled, and there's nothing left, you know. But then you get your fire back after you recharge your batteries. You get your fire back, and you get your strength back, and you're strong enough to do it all. You know, it's just you do need to find the balance, which is why you have the Libra in your life a lot of times, because they help you try to find that balance between partying like a rock star and being like, you know, the couch potato. Because Aries can go from being one to the other, like boom, 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 and they go back and forth, boom, boom, boom. So I feel like you're going to get your strength back. I feel like you're going to feel like yourself again. I feel like that's my final message for you. These videos, these ones I'm doing are really long, and I'm not going to be able to probably finish them all tonight. But you know, that's the last message I'm getting for you guys. But I wish you lots of love. Thank you so much for all of your lovely comments. If you want a private reading, feel free to email me, ElizabethOlsen31@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you, and I wish you all the best. Big hugs, big kisses, and have a lovely holiday. If I don't hear from you, I'd love to hear from you, though. So take care.